So, when I tried to become a gymnast for 2 years in Hunan, China, in the 1970s, when I was in the first grade, the government wanted to transfer me to a school for athletes. I'll express pride. But my tiger mother said no. My parents want me to become an engineer like them. After surviving the Cultural Revolution, they firmly believe there is only one sure way to happiness: a safe and well paid job. It is not important if I like the job or not, but my dream was to become a Chinese opera singer. That is me, playing in my imaginary piano. An opera singer must start training young to learn acrobatic. So I tried everything I could to go opera school. I even wrote to the school principal and the host of a radio show. But no adult liked the idea. Only my friends support me. But they were kids, just as powerless as I was. So at 18, I knew was too old the trains. My dream would never come true. I was afraid that for the rest of my life, some second class happiness, which would be the best, I could hope for. But that's so unfair. So, so I was determined to find another calling. Nobody around to teach me. Fine. I turned to books. I satisfied my hunger for parenting advice. From this book, by a family of writes a musician, I found my role model of an independent woman. When Confucian tradition regulates obedience, and I learned behaviors for this book, I was inspired to study abroad after reading this. And I was inspired to study abroad after reading this. I came to US in 1995. So, which book did I read here first? Books banned in China, of course. The Good Earth is about China's present life. That is just confined for propaganda. Got it. The Bible is interesting, but stronger. That's a topic for a different day. But the 50 command give me an epiphany. You shall horror your father and mother. Horror, I said. That's so different and better than obey. So it's become my tool to climb out of this confusing guilt trap and to restart my relationship with my parents, encoding a new culture, or also start my habit of comparative reading. It over many inscribed. For example, I found this map out of place at first because this was Chinese student grew up with. It had never occurred to me. Chinese doesn't have to be at the center of the world. A map actually carried somebody a view. Comparative degree actually is nothing new. It is standard practice in the academic world. There are even reads fields such as comparative religion and comparative literature. Comparative compare and contrast gives scholar a more complete understanding of a topic. So I thought, well, if comparative reading works for reads, why do it in daily life too? So I start I start reading books in Faris who are involved the same event or friend with shared experience. I also compare the same story in different genres hmm, or similar story from different cultures, as Joseph Campbell did in wonderful his book. For example, both the Christ and the Buddha went through their deep templation. For the Christ, the templation are economic, politic, and spiritual. And for the Buddha, they are only physiological, last fear and social duty interesting. So, if you know a foreign language, it's also fun to read favorite book. It's two languages. Instead of in translation, I found there is much to gain. For example, it's talk translation. That's a, that's a release. Happiness in Chinese literally mean past joy. Whew. Pride in Chinese literally mean. Books have given me a magic portal to connect with people of the past and the present. I know I shall never feel lonely or powerless again. Having a dreams state really is nothing. Compress know what many other have suffered. I have I have come to believe that's coming true. It's not the only purpose of a dreams. It's most important purpose to get us in touch with where dream come from, where passion come from, where happiness come from. Even straight dream can do that for you. So because of book, I'm here today, happy, living again with a purpose and clarity most of the time. So many books always with you. Thank you.